I would say the derailleur alignment tool is probably one of the most important tools in my particular tool bench or tool bucket or whatever, because pretty much every bike I work on, the derailleur hanger for the most part is always off just a bit. And this one's a new bike, so a little off here. Doesn't take a little much on these, but it's soft aluminum. But this way you can get it to be aligned where it'll drop out correctly, like so. That's how you use the DAG 2.2 and other newer models from Park Tools. Once I have the derailleur hanger aligned on there, I put the rear derailleur back on, and hopefully we're at more of a vertical plane than we were before. And what we're talking about vertical plane is how this derailleur in alignment with the chain and the cog and so forth. Obviously it needs a little bit of adjustments, so it's a little more perfectly centered to that. So that's what we're trying to get that derailleur to have a good best connection here. Then we could do the adjustments to the rest of the derailleur. For putting these little boogers on your bike, you definitely want to get the Park Tool PW-4 or similar model of this in the Park Tool line. The reason it's a 15 millimeter, has specific angles to it, so it makes it a little bit easier to install those pedals. Installing is pedaling forward, taking them off is, or pedaling backwards is to install, pedaling forwards is to take them off. Once you get in the backwards position, then you use the leverage of the Park Tool to be able to get in different angles to get that pedal on there tight. Same process of releasing the brake, or same process of releasing the pedal off the bike. If you put a little bit of grease on here pre-hand, it makes it a little bit easier to switch out. It doesn't rust or cold forge to the actual crank arm itself. That is the Park Tool PW-4. So after doing the adjustments to the front and rear derailleur, the rear actually works pretty well, considering it's the lower end turning, but you know, can't knock off lower end componentry. Sometimes it works just fine. The front derailleur turning, this does come with a triple, which is kind of not norm of the latest componentry groups lately, so even with that triple on there, it actually does pretty well. So there you go. So